It's my one life, and I give it everything I got. I am music. I am sports. I am the culture. As Queen Teyana Taylor posted her Spotify streams for the 2020 year, showing love to her fans, thanking them for showing love to her and her art, it did alarm a lot of the Teyana fans out there when she did drop this caption with the post saying, "Wow, who did that? Y'all did that. Thank you. I ain't gonna front in times of feeling super underappreciated as an artist, receiving little to no push from the machine, quote unquote, constantly getting the shorter end of the stick, being overlooked. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm retiring this chapter of my story with the comfort that I can depart with peace of mind, seeing that all the hard work and passion put in indeed was loved and supported somewhere in the world. To all my supporters from day one and all my new ones, I love you and I thank you for everything. And don't worry, y'all know I love all the hustlers, have all the understanding that when one door closes, another one will open. Either that, I'm picking the locks down, Tonya. So what's up?" Now, a lot of people looked at that message from Teyana as a retirement. And Teyana's not old at all. She looks incredible. She's in incredible shape. And people were like, dang, how frustrated can you be to want to retire with the talent that Teyana Taylor has? So she went to her IG Live to further explain her post. She didn't clean it up. She just further explained why she feels the way she does at this point in her career. So check out a little bit of this.
My post was misread. And I think that like my core fans got mad before really understanding what I was saying. And in a nutshell, well, first, let's be clear. This has nothing to do with a Grammy. Like, come on, y'all. Like, I've been signed in the industry since I was 15 years old. I'll be 30 in how many days? Y'all know me. I mind my business. I like to stay unproblematic. Y'all know I stay to myself. Like, I mind my business. You know, I'm all about my family and love, you know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all know I'm not that type. So for me to say something, you know, like, I'm just tired, baby. I'm tired, you know, like, and I think, you know, and it's not to throw anybody like under the bus, but I do feel like majority of what that post was toward my label that I've been signed to for almost 10 years. Everything that you guys see of me, everything that I put out, everything that I do is like 100% me, you know? And my thing about it is there's no gun to anybody's head to do anything that they don't want to do. So yes, I am going to feel underappreciated if I'm putting in 110%. And my label is giving me, they're reciprocating, 10% of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I constantly feel alone. I constantly feel unappreciated. I constantly feel failed. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's literally no push. I be looking at, like, why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? Why am I not da-da-da-da-da-da-da? And the crazy part about it is, I asked Def Jam to drop me on almost 10 different occasions. Straight to their face, up in the building, at the table, like, yo, just drop me. Because at this point, like, I can't let this kill me. So, granted, to my fans, I think that, you know, and I can see maybe how my message could come across. But at the same time, I feel like it's a little tiny bit selfish to say, well, what about your fans? Do it for your fans. Baby, I got to do it for my mental health. I have to do it for my emotional health. I have to do it for my kids so I can stay alive for my kids.
Well, first off, Queen Teyana, we hope you get over whatever you're battling with and get back to what makes you so damn great. The fact that you are a special artist. Look, man, my girl play Teyana around the crib all the time, man. And look, man, I'm not an A&R at a record label, but I want to believe, outside of me giving you guys correct news, one of the reasons why y'all follow this platform is because y'all kind of respect my music acumen. Teyana Taylor is incredible. She is phenomenal. I want to read a message from a fellow artist, rapper The Game. Now, The Game, like me, thinks Teyana is incredible, and obviously he's worked with her in the past. And again, it's a very long post, so I'll kind of skim through it, but I want to read to you just how much respect and admiration Teyana has from her peers in the music industry. You don't get messages like this if people don't respect and love what you do. The Game said, TT, this message is from the young Game, who met a very young, talented black girl with the biggest voice I'd ever heard in my life on a cold night in New York City. I don't remember how many years ago this was. The first time I heard you sing, I knew what you were, and I also knew it was only a matter of time before you were a superstar. You signed to Pharrell, and I remember how bad you wanted the world to hear your voice. You were writing day in and day out in studio every single day, trying to perfect your craft, But sometimes amazing things take time, so you waited and continued to be you. Time passed, and I had a tour coming up in Europe, so I invited you to come and open up. Even though my fan base there knew nothing about you, I watched from the side of the stage as you won the crowd over one city at a time for 2 months. When we came back to America, your confidence had grown even more, and you had added energy to apply to your music and everything you were. You signed to KANYE West, and I remember how excited you were to start a new chapter. Time passed again, but you were patient, and you never stopped being amazing, and you kept your head up as you progressed in your talent. You met Iman Shumpert, started a family, and became the woman I always knew you be. A mother, a wife, and still one of the greatest talents I've ever known. I always told you you were one amazing project away from your destiny, and then it came. The album, your classic, Undeniably You, a body of work that was clearly the best R&B album of the year. You know it, I know it, and so does your fan base. Live in your glory and never be detoured by the minds of those weakened by this watered-down era of appreciation. You know I know firsthand about being the underdog, as the odds have been stacked against me my entire career, but we didn't get where we are by things going exactly the way we thought they would. We made it here because we believed in our crafts when no one else did. I say all this to say your gift is so appreciated. As your big bro, I want you to know you are truly one of the best artists, people inside and outside of music I've ever known. Never tip the crown, queen. Love, The Game. I said I was going to read a little bit of that message, but it was so beautiful, I had to read the whole thing in totality once I got started. So that was The Game's message to a sister of his, Teyana Taylor. That was beautiful, man. That was very beautiful. I'll tell you this quick story about Teyana Taylor. I don't get nervous in interviews often. Now, I want to let you guys know, and I don't want to make this about me, but I do have a Teyana Taylor story. I have done a lot of interviews, but I'm still young. So a lot of my interviews are not, I don't have my own studio outside of like my home office right now, especially with COVID and everything. So I'm not doing a lot of interviews sit down yet, right? So when I do interviews, I'm usually out and about doing them at different venues, so I catch artists here and there, right, with my media access. And I saw Teyana Taylor, had no idea she was going to be at this event. She caught me off guard, but an opportunity presented itself to do an interview with her, and it's Teyana Taylor. She looks, by the way, she's got a glow about herself in person that the photos don't do justice. And I went over and I asked her for an interview. She was walking out the door. She was with a team, and she gave me an interview. And this doesn't happen to me often, but I will tell you, and it's on camera. I got it. I should drop it one day. Man, I stuttered through that interview so goddamn bad. I said, what makes you a great artist? I said something stupid. It was a stupid question that I asked her, and the interview was a dud. And her team was like, look, Teyana gave me the death stare. She looked at me and said, hurry up, nigga. That's what she told me. And I hurried up, and I started stuttering. I was like, and this wasn't that long ago. Again, I never get flustered during interviews, but she just got to me. Her aura is so special that I felt like I needed to have my A game, and when I didn't have it, I got nervous. So that is my Teyana Taylor story. One day I'll post that interview when I get the balls to do so. I ain't doing it today. But again, I look, man, I tell y'all this. There are 3 artists that I've seen in the last 5 to 8 years that I know for a fact are superstars in the last era, in the early 2000s, but they're struggling in this era because of belief. And Def Jam / KANYE West and good music they've dropped the ball on Teyana Taylor. I got her, I got Jacquees with Birdman and Cash Money, and I got K-Camp. To me, those three artists make incredible music more times than not, and I feel like all three of them have just gotten lost in the mix of this era of quick, fast music, right? Like, Teyana fan base, don't get me wrong, they hold her down, but the music she's making would have been much more appreciated 15 years ago. The music K-Camp's making would have been much more appreciated 15 years ago. Hell, Jacquees loved sampling so much old music, he still is 15 years ago. Let him tell it. He's making music in 2005, let him tell it. But those three artists, though, are three of the more underappreciated ones, and I hate that Teyana Taylor feels that way. I hope, honestly, this is just a marketing play with Def Jam and Kanye to get them to throw the Brinks truck behind her because she deserves it. That's a superstar right there that's just getting overlooked for reasons I don't understand. I don't understand with Teyana's ability to dance, her personality, how she's so Harlem, how she from that for real. Superstar. Well, Iman Shumpert was a very popular NBA player, and he was good at one point, NBA champion, and he does his own thing in music. They got a beautiful family. They did a reality show. And she's incredible as an artist. Like, let's be clear. She's an incredible musician, incredible voice. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to put the Brinks truck behind it. I don't get that. Again, I am not an A&R, so it's not my job to understand that. But that one makes no sense to me. You dream of having some of the qualities that Teyana Taylor has. And the fact that she's been in this music industry for this long and has been able to hold it together, that is a drop of the ball from Def Jam and Kanye as well, man. That is a drop of the ball. I don't want to be too hard on Ye because there are a lot of hands in that pot that got that one wrong. But, man, I hope Teyana is bluffing us, man. And I hope she gets back to creating that art that we know she can create because she is incredible. I thank you guys so much for the time. Love and support is what I don't take for granted. Salute.